All right. Vikings at pick 24 here. What are your thoughts? Where would you go here for the Vikings? I need some advice. Oh, Derek Harmon. No. They got the other two. Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave are already in as can't stop the run pass rushers. we already have
that. This would be an interesting spot. I mean, I think we did this. We might have done this last time. Like, this would be an interesting Malachi Starks, halt the slide landing spot. They don't have an acute need. They've still got, Josh Metellus, Theo Jackson, Harrison Smith is still there. Obviously, Harrison Smith isn't there for long, but like, you could easily just say the value of Starks is too good at this spot.
I love Starks, man. I love that offensive weapon for Brian Flores. Continue.
You could grab any of the wide receivers. I mean, they need effectively the third option, but it doesn't, I don't think, matter too much if that third option is like what position effectively he plays as wide receiver. I think the current guys with Jefferson, Jordan Addison, like they have the flexibility to be able to move around to accommodate whoever your third guy is. So you could take very different styled wide receivers, whoever your third guy, you think the third guy is, whether it's Burden, Egbuka, even, somebody like Jaden Higgins or Ayo Manor that Trevor has extremely high, or whoever it is. I think you can make the argument that that guy fits.
As the chat reminds, Jordan Addison has a pending DUI suspension, but
yep.
I mean, that's, say, a 6-game suspension or whatever it's going to be. I'm not trying to downplay that at all. I'm just saying other than a year-long suspension, you're probably not going to make missing a few games dictate your draft strategy.
No, but it's multiple instances of boneheadedness, let's call them, for Jordan Addison at this point. So it's more like, sure, the 6 games isn't that important, but it's like, is he somebody we're going to commit, a big money second contract to at this point?
I think that's a better argument, right? I mean, if you're talking about where this team's going to be built, and Jefferson's he's at $35 million per year,
yeah,
and Addison's going to command. I mean, Addison's skills will command T. Higgins 28 to 30, like Brandon Ayuk maybe $28 to $32 million a year. Like, you probably can't do that. So the short and long-term play of, say, a Luther Burden is really interesting to me, Sam. I mean, if you're going to make the world the best for J.J. McCarthy, already love Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and T.J. Hawkinson. Burden added in the short term and potentially allowing Jordan Addison to walk at some point, go get paid elsewhere, maybe get receiver 1 money somewhere else, let someone else take that risk. I am really interested in that if I'm the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, I think Burden has the most enticing upside of any of these receivers available from this point on. And then the flip side of that is, like, somebody like Egbuka gives you this incredibly high floor where you could draft him being extremely confident in both his character and his kind of baseline success rate, which again would allow you to move on from Jordan Addison if you wanted to do that, not because he hasn't worked out or because of his lack of production, because at this point you can't necessarily trust him with that big long-term contract. So for different reasons, I think either one of those receivers works in this spot.
Oh man, I might have talked myself into Egbuka here for the Vikings. We may have done it. At running back, they have Aaron Jones. They brought in Jordan Mason as well from the Niners. Yep. I think that kept them out of forcing a running back pick. Now, they don't pick again until pick 97, unless there are some moves made in between there, figuring out, okay, what does the cornerback's the other spot that we've talked about a lot. Do you want to roll into the season with Mekhi Blackmon and Isaiah Rodgers as your starters? I think they brought in Rodgers to start, but could still use depth there. The next group of corners, Shavon Ravel, Trey Amos, whoever you want to rank there, Benjamin Morrison, all could be discussed. I might go Egbuka here, though, man. Really might. And just for, my favorite draft storylines, like the Packers and Egbuka were linked so much in so many mock drafts. And if the Packers didn't take him and then the Vikings take him in the division, just for the story. It's a great story. I'm doing this for our friend Matthew Collar. For Matt. Doing this for Matt, who's been trying to convince Vikings fans that receiver is the way to go. And maybe he's talking Burden. I'm talking Egbuka, though. I love it. I love the high floor Egbuka to go with the flexibility that it gives you with Addison and his future. But at worst, good luck covering Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Emeka Egbuka, TJ Hawkinson. Good luck. JJ McCarthy is going to be in the MVP conversation with these playmakers. That's what's happening here.
And like we've already seen, Egbuka is at his best when you already have a superstar wide receiver somewhere else, right? So the Vikings are one of those teams where you've got Justin Jefferson, you have that guaranteed gravity superstar to take the attention away. Egbuka can effectively thrive in the role that he's thrived in before when you have a Marvin Harrison outside him, when you have a Jeremiah Smith outside him. Now you have a Justin Jefferson outside of him. He can still be the guy that we know is a very high level player at that role.
We got this. Let's do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. They could have taken a corner, could have taken a safety. We're getting another receiver.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of our video.
For more great content, click here to subscribe and here to watch another video. We'll see you again soon.